Dimitri, genau, danke. Hallo Arkay. Wie geht's dir?
Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois, just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
Er sieht nicht begeistert aus.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
Kenn ich nicht. Ich glaube ja.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Saros.
Es fällt mir immer wieder schwer, mit dem Spiel aufzuhören. Das glaube ich dir. Das war halt schon ein geiles Spiel, ne? Fire Emblem reißt mir eine Wunde auf. Ich habe meinen Spielstand lange nicht mehr angepasst, weil mir vor einer Weile die Lust an Spielen verging. Das und dass ich immer noch mein 3DS mit Fire Emblem Awakening vermisse. Oh, warum ist der weg? Verkauft oder verloren?
It seems your presence is required. Get going.
Auch wenn ich am Anfang fast den Controller an die Wand geworfen hätte. Warum? Der arme Controller.
Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Geralt, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Saros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
Weiß nicht.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel.
Nein, danke.
Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garrig Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
So sieht er aber nicht aus.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
Ich glaube, die mögen sich.
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment.
Drin mit dem Bruder auf das Dach der Kirche hat mir alle Nerven geraubt, weil ich zum einen nicht wusste, wo ich lang musste, und als ich dann endlich den Weg kannte, hat er ständig gezeigt, wie gut er von der Wand wieder wegspringen kann. Oh, okay. Den 3DS hatte ich immer auf meinem Bett, bis mein Vater bei mir auch die Bettwäsche mitnahm. Er sagte, er hätte nichts bemerkt und ich habe überall um mein Bett herum gesucht. Oh nein! Oh nein! Das ist doof. Fire Emblem Hype! Ja, Fire Emblem! Also ich muss jetzt schon sagen, also zur Auswahl für diesen Run stehen nur die 2 Typen.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself.
Ja, kloppt euch um mich.
Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well?
Edelgard einfach Beste. Ja, Edelgard habe ich in meinem eigenen Run. Eigentlich bin ich immer für schwarz-rot. Edel ist die Beste, aber wenn du das nicht willst, dann halt blau. Ja, zweimal die gleiche Story ist ja auch doof. Also für mich dann zweimal. Kaiser Adrestea, Tradition und Geschichte, Heiliges Königreich von Fergus, Ritter und Adel, Allianz von Leicester, Neues Denken und Stolz. Das ist auch ganz toll. Ja! Ich bin für sie. Warum muss ich mich für bei den 3 entscheiden? So, bis jetzt wurde gesagt blau. Ich glaube, ich kann mich gleich eh nochmal umentscheiden.
Fargus is a noble and
Stop.
distinguished kingdom that has always valued chivalry.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the 3 is most unique.
Ja, Edelgard, Dimitri und Claude. Tut es das? Macht sein freundliches Lächeln ihn sympathisch? Das habe ich mir schon gedacht. Er ist böse, böse. Entschuldigung. Ich finde dein Gesicht bei der Aussage super. Was? Hast du etwas gegen mein Gesicht? Eine kultivierte junge Frau, aber ich habe das Gefühl, dass sie stets über mich urteilt.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sorry once again.
Sein freundliches Lächeln macht ihn sympathisch und du selber guckst wie ein Auto. Ran. Wie immer so freundlich. Ich bin gern ein Auto, ja?
Oh, hey, baby, sleeping.
Gute Nacht, Sotis. Brumm, brumm. Alter, ran.
Part 1.
Weiße Wolken, Monat des Baumriesen, 3 Häuser.
3 Houses.
Ich hab Geburtstag!
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
Hallo Blob, na, wie geht's?
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
Ich weiß gar nicht für die Leute, die nicht lesen können. Aber es wird ja theoretisch schon vorgelesen. Auf Englisch. Geht ganz gut, hab Feierabend. Yay! Feierabend ist immer gut. Könnte sich mal mehr anziehen. Der Typ, welche? Hab nicht aufgepasst. Jetzt am Anfang der mit Schnäuzer. Ach so. Sieht aus wie meine Lehrerin. Lehrerin, die so aussieht. Ich war auf der falschen Schule. Er hat doch 3 Häuser oder so.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place.
Du warst schon mal hier?
I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea. As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Hi.
Right, hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Ma?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is...
Die ist mir zu freundlich. Hast du neu mit dem Game angefangen? Ja.
You must at least show the basic courtesy of telling us your name. Do you not think you are being a bit rude to the Archbishop?
Nö.
It is all right, Sedith. My dear, I am called Rhea. I am the Archbishop of the Church of Saints.
Die hat sich mir ja eben auch erst vorgestellt, ja? Aber jetzt.
In truth, I was only being polite. I already know your name, and a fine name it is.
Warum kennt die mich?
From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy.
Die kleine Naira und ich fleißig überlegt haben, was sie heute spielen könnte. Genau.
Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Was stand zur Auswahl? Alles, was ich besitze. Ich habe auf Twitter gefragt und habe gemeint, naja, weil was ich spielen könnte, am besten was ich schon besitze, und das weiß doch eh jeder, was ich alles so im Schrank rumstehen habe. Richtig, nachdem die zwei überlegt haben, klaut Naira mir einfach mein Game. Habe ich gar nicht geklaut, ja? Ah. Ich kann keine digitale Kopie klauen. Wie soll ich denn das machen? Irgendeinen Teil von Fire Emblem habe ich auch, aber nie gespielt. Oh. Spiel mal, macht Spaß.
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you.
Also der Teil hier ist zwar der einzigste, den ich bis jetzt gespielt habe, aber es macht Spaß. Also besser ein Game, was rangesitzt. Nein.
I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon.
Es gibt auch Spiele, die ich besitze und nicht ran.
Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
Und ich meinte dann, was sie, weil sie ja schon
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros.
wegen dem Hearts auf der PS4 und noch Gothic Witcher auf dem PC spielt, etwas auf der Switch spielen könnte. Switch. Ja, Switch. Nur auf der Switch habe ich noch nicht so eine große Auswahl. Deswegen fiel die Auswahl dann doch sehr leicht. Switch, genau.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested.
Oh, was habe ich denn mit dir zu tun? Ich werde hier arbeiten müssen? Als Diener?
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it.
Als Lehrerin? Noch schlimmer. Stellt mich als Diener ein. Nee, als Putze. Oha. Der Switch habe ich auch nur eine Handvoll Spiele. Ich hätte gern mehr.
You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right?
Ja.
Well, the Academy just happens to be short a
Ja,
professor.
das ist aber doof gelaufen. Kann ich doch nichts dafür. Tschüss.
Apparently, that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
Mist.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
Nein, ich, nicht er.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck.
Danke.
And Watch out for Lady Rhea.
Mach ich.
I don't know what she's thinking, making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Aye, aye, Sir.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy.
Hahnemann oder Hannemann?
I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Die schmeißt sich aber direkt ran. Du bist Sängerin? Das ist offensichtlich. Du bist Ärztin?
I look too pretty for that line of work, do I? But yes, when I'm not teaching, I can be found in the infirmary.
Die geht immer ran. Okay.
If you're ever lonely, please do come and pay me a visit. I would love to.
Nein.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela.
Mir hat gefehlt, du bist zu haben. Wow, Ran, wow.
Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Nope.
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire.
Dachte ran, geht ran.
Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
Deswegen hat er sich wahrscheinlich Edelgard ausgesucht.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly...
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Ach was.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you...
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way.
Okay.
I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Danke.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our...
Wie immer, Ran. Ich hatte mir Edelgard geholt, die Kerle gekillt und die Mädels aus den anderen Klassen eingesammelt. Toll, Ran, toll.
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago?
Großes Feuer.
I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Wann kommen die Kämpfe? Hatten wir schon. Ganz am Anfang direkt. Mau. Gleich. Mau. Ich mag übrigens die Strumpfhosen. Naira war sehr gut im Kampf am Anfang. Dankeschön. Essen. Morgen. Schweiß. Spaß. Man muss doch kein Death Counter aktivieren. Apropos Death Counter. Ich mach das mal eben, ne?